Hey, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the resveratrol as anti-aging compound. So it is very important for prevent the aging. So this compound is present in the red wine and the red grape and pomegranate and other fruits. So this prevent the aging and cardioprotection. So resveratrol is very important for the cardioprotection and protect ischemia. It is also important for the neuroprotective. So in this way, our nervous system will improve, our brain will improve, and reduced obesity. In this way, the decrease the fat accumulation and the antiviral. In this way, the viral attack will be minimized by the resveratrol consumption. Cancer, chemoprotective, and the antioxidant plus anti-inflammatory. So whenever you will exercise, so exercise and fasting will trigger the active SIRT1 gene activate due to the stress response to inhibit the acetylation of the PGC1 alpha, and in this way the inactive form due to the GCN5 during the overeating and the no exercise will lead to PGC1 alpha acetylation, lead to inactive. In this way, the activation will lead to increase the NRF1 combined with the PGC1 alpha by the releasing of the O-acetyl ADP ribose. In this way, the PGC1 alpha lead to transcription factor to transcribe the RNA to synthesize the hemoglobin and myoglobin for the oxygen consumption more for the mitochondria, for the gene expression for oxidative phosphorylation. On the other hand, the TFAM protein basically is the transcription factor which that also enhance for the mitochondrial protection. Resveratrol is also very important for the antihypertensive, for the vasodilation, like the expression of the SIRT1 gene, no nitric oxide synthesis increase, endothelin will decrease, and the heme oxygenase 1 synthesis will increase, and the angiotensin 2 receptor will increase while the type 1 will decrease. The antioxidative property due to the reactive oxygen species generation will decrease due to the oxygen consumption easily due to the myoglobin and hemoglobin production. Manganese superoxide dismutase will increase and catalase will increase, and AKT phosphorylation decrease, P38 MAP kinase phosphorylation decrease, while IKB alpha activity and necrotic factor kappa B activity will decrease, will lead to decrease the inflammation. The neovascularization will increase due to the V vascular endothelial growth factor, and the receptor will increase, and thoridoxine increase, and the HO1 synthesis increase. The caloric restriction and the fasting plus exercise will increase the glucagon and catecholamine. This glucagon basically is the catabolic hormone, which that is basically decrease when the insulin decrease due to the fasting. When insulin decrease, the glucagon will increase, will target to the muscle and the liver as well as the adipose tissue. This basically is the resveratrol basically allow to trigger more glucagon by this mechanism. Why we will understand. So here is the G coupled protein receptor will activate due to the glucagon or the catecholamine like the epinephrine. So in this way, the resveratrol basically inhibit the phosphodiesterase bond, phosphodiesterase enzyme. Basically, the PDE will inhibit the glucagon and catecholamine. So in this way, the inhibition due to the resveratrol will lead to not inhibit the glucagon, and in this way, the glucagon efficiently work to target to the tissue like muscle. And when target to the muscle and liver, it will basically the glucagon receptor will activate to activate the second messenger cyclic AMP. So in this way, the high fat basically also inhibit the glucagon and catecholamine, but the decrease the fat intake and the less intake of the food and increase the glucose uptake, the extra glucose in the muscle, in the tissue, and in the basically the liver. So due to the triggering of the glucagon receptor. So in this way, here is the ATP will convert into the AMP by the releasing of the pyrophosphate. This pyrophosphate when released, so the AMP will activate. In this way, the ATP deficiency will occur. When ATP deficiency will occur, will lead to glucose use. So in this, the glucose will use for the glycolysis. So that is a different topic. We will not understand with the explain. So there is the cyclic AMP when increased, that is the second messenger due to the AMP cyclase enzyme. And in this way, the EP alpha C1 will activate, will lead to increase the calcium. When increase the calcium dependent called modulin kinase beta, which that increase will lead to AMPK pathway increase. In this, the AMPK is due to the deficiency of the ATP, and the starvation mode will activate the PGC1 alpha. This PGC1 alpha will lead to basically the function properly for the repair of the mitochondria and the fatty oxidation, beta oxidation. NAD plus decrease due to the starvation, and NADH basically decrease, so NAD plus increase. So the other NAD plus dependent enzyme increase, like the genome unstable will decrease, while the triacylglycerol synthesis decrease, glycolysis decrease, and reactive oxygen species and inflammation decrease. While on the other hand, the PGC1 alpha basically trigger the more mitochondrial biogenesis and increase the fatty acid oxidation, gluconeogenesis, mitogenesis, and the respiration increase for respiration. So in this, the efficient production of the ATP later on. While on the other hand, the cyclic AMP also increase the protein kinase A and SIRT1 gene for the survival of the cell if the cell is healthy, and repair of the cell. So in this way, remember the resveratrol as anti-aging due to the glucose metabolism. Thanks for watching.